in this race, apart from the fastest seed, Lily Mae Clark in the centre. 40.28 was her time in qualifying. She has half a body lead so far as we come to the 5 metre flags. It is going to be lane 4 just about with 5 closing in. Into the wall comes Lily Mae Clark to take the touch there. 38.39.
Thank you so much for the pull by the sides. Thank you. Please go. The final is event 412, female, 13 years, 50 metres breaststroke. Lane 1, Holly Ralph, Chesterfield. Lane 2, Maisie Matthews, Louth. Lane 3, Caitlin Richmond, Nova Centurion. Lane 4, Isabel Parsons Loads, Repton. Lane 5, Eileen May Underwood, Rushton. Lane 6, Roberta Kyle, Leicester Sharks. Lane 7, Olivia Faustman, Leicester Sharks. Lane 8, Midland Badenhorst, Corbett.
And the second final of the evening is underway, all aged 13 on this one. Isabella Parsons Loads of Repton has almost a full second, over a full second on Isla May Underwood in lane 5 based on heat swims. The 13-year-old in the centre, by far the favourite to take this. Keep your eye on lane 1 though. Holly Ralph of Chesterfield having a good swim on the far side. But the gold medal seems set in stone. It's going to come right through the centre. Isabella Parsons Loads takes the second gold medal of the evening. 35.85 for her. Holly Ralph on the outside. 37 flat to take silver. Bronze to Isla May Underwood.
Thank you, swimmers. Please leave the pool by the sides. Swimmers, and again. The event that is 413, female, 14 years, 50 metres breaststroke final. Lane 1, Isla Gray, Brampton. Lane 2, Chong Yuk Chu, Bramcote. Lane 3, Lily Mae Glover, Repton. Lane 4, Maisie Wilkes, Chesterfield. Lane 5, Emily Nova, Dronfield. Lane 6, Sasha Zeus, Nova Centurion. Lane 7, Maisie Simpson, Dorset, Repton. Lane 8, Isabella Alsop, Brampton.
This race marginally closer than the last. 36.62 for Wilkes in qualifying to 37.0 for Norfolk in 5. This could go to either of the 2 fastest seeds. But in the previous final, of course, we saw a medal come from the outside. Lane 5 looking very strong so far. Evelyn Norfolk of Dronfield has the lead as we approach the 5 metre flags. She's going to get to those first, but will she get to the wall first? Because lane 3 coming through fast. That's Lily Mae Glover of Repton. It's tight on the wall, but it is lane 5. Evelyn Norfolk that takes gold. Lily Glover takes silver. Maisie Wilkes takes bronze.
Thank you, swimmers. Please clear the pool by the sides. Thank you, swimmers. And again. The final that is event 414, female, 15 years, 50 metres breaststroke. Lane 1, Poppy Westmoreland, Nova Centurion. Lane 2, Alice May Down, City of Lincoln, Pentaqua. Lane 3, Sophie Statham Gill, City of Leicester. Lane 4, Hannah Capron, Repton. Lane 5, Isabella Jones, Repton. Lane 6, Sigourney Bolton, South Links. Lane 7, Elodie Piercy, Repton. Lane 8, Aurelia Van Liesnovich, Nova Centurion.
The 15 years final should be open and closed. Hannah Capron of Repton against her teammate Isabella Jones, also of Repton. 32.5 for Capron in the heats, next to a 35.6. That means that Capron has 3 seconds on the rest of this field. You can see already, with 15 meters left to swim, just how far ahead of the rest of the field she is. Last 5 for the Repton athlete to take gold here this evening. She's going to do it easily. 31.95 for Hannah Capron of Repton to take gold. The silver, Sophie Stafford gilt. The bronze, Isabella Jones.
Thank you so much. Please clear the pool by the sides. Thank you so much. The final that is event 415, female 16 years, 50 meters breaststroke. Lane 1, Alice Green, Swanwick. Lane 2, Olivia Asti, Louth. Lane 3, Philippa Hickman, Nova Centurion. Lane 4, Phoebe Rowland, Albemarle. Lane 5, Edie Dunbar, City of Leicester. Lane 6, Madeline Smurthwaite, City of Lincoln, Pentaqua. Lane 7, Freya Jones, Nova Centurion. Lane 8, Connie Renard, Repton.
Nineteen 1/100ths of a second was all that was between Phoebe Morgan of Belper Marlin in lane 4 and Neve Dunbar of City of Leicester in lane 5. 35.42 to 35.61 in the heats. Bear in mind, we just saw the previous final, won in a time of 31.95 seconds. These swimmers 1 year older and yet not at the same standard as Hannah Capron that we just saw. 5 meters left to swim. Lanes 2, 4, and 5 all pass under the flags at the same time. This is exceptionally close. First on the wall was Phoebe Morgan, 34.95. Lane 3 was second. Philippa Hickman in 35 flat, and then Olivia Anstey third.
Thank you, sirs. If you can clear the pool in the net heats as well, please. Thank you. The final of this event, 416, female 17 and over, 50 meters breaststroke. Lane 1, Grace Wingham, Corby. Lane 2, Mabel Walker, Repton. Lane 3, Kira Fletcher, Nova Centurion. Lane 4, Sienna Robinson, Loughborough University. Lane 5, Megan Stoke, Nova Centurion. Lane 6, Paige Fenton, Loughborough University. Lane 7, Anne Stansfield, University of Nottingham. Lane 8, Pixie Leo Pasiki, Derby Excel.
The last final of this event, 17 years and over, 50-meter breaststroke final. Sienna Robinson went 32.62. She's going to have to go underneath that time if she wants to be crowned the senior champion here at this event. There's just 15 meters left to swim. It's tight between Loughborough's Sienna Robinson in 4 and Megan Singh of Nova Centurion in 5. They come under the 5-meter flags together. Will it be 4? Will it be 5 on the wall first? They come in together. It was Sienna Robinson, 32.22. Megan Singh at 32.46. Kira Fletcher third, 33.13. But Hannah Capron at just 15 will be senior champion.
Thank you, sirs. Please clear the pool by the sides. Thank you, sirs.
Please welcome the athletes for the Open Male 11 to 12 years 50 meters freestyle final. In lane 1, representing the City of Leicester, Ali Jamili. In lane 2, representing Nova Centurion, Mark Curley. In lane 3, representing Nottingham Leander, Eli Moodley. In lane 4, representing Repton, Stephen Iankov. In lane 5, representing the City of Leicester, George Howard. In lane 6, representing Nova Centurion, Edward Gregory. In lane 7, representing Nova Centurion, Igor Golubs. And in lane 8, representing Nova Centurion, Dante Palmer. This is the Open Male 11-12 years 50 meters freestyle final. Two 1/100ths of a second was all that separated Iankov in 4 and Howard in 5 in the heats this morning. 29.90 to 29.92. Exceptionally close between the two fastest qualifiers in the centre of this pool. You can see that Ian Carver at the moment of Repton leads the way. It looks good for lane 2 as well, though. Mark Curley of Nova Centurion could be in with a shot at a medal. It is going to be 4 that takes it. Ian Carver in 29.44 going under his heat swim. Second was Mark Curley. George Howard in third.
Thank you, Simmons. Please clear the pool by the sides.
Please welcome the athletes for the Open Male 13 years 50 meters freestyle final. In lane 1, representing Carlton Forum, Isaac Fox. In lane 2, representing Ripley, Flynn Clark. In lane 3, representing the City of Leicester, Jackson Crabb. In lane 4, representing Louth, Henry Mason Smith. In lane 5, representing Lincoln Vulcans, Robbie Duff. In lane 6, representing Nova Centurion, Theo Gillam. In lane 7, representing Bassett Law Swim Squad, Noah Juicenap. And in lane 8, representing the City of Leicester, Kais Al-Hajazi. This is the Open Male 13 years 50 meters freestyle final. My opening words at the start of the previous final were 2 100ths of a second separate our two fastest qualifiers. They are that again here. 2 100ths of a second between Henry Mason Smith of Louth and Robbie Duff of Lincoln Vulcans. 28.69 to 28.71. This is going to be another incredibly tightly fought final, but watch this from lane 3. Jackson Crabb of the City of Leicester going strong. Henry Mason Smith of Louth coming through in the final few meters, though. He takes it in 28.38. Jackson Crabb is second, and third is Robbie Duff.
Thank you, Simmons. Please leave the pool by the sides. Thank you.
Please welcome the athletes for the Open Male 14 years 50 meters freestyle final. In lane 1, representing the City of Leicester, Harry Lucas. In lane 2, representing Corby, Lorenzio Cholan. In lane 3, representing Repton, Seth Hems Gilson. In lane 4, representing Repton, Austin Manley. In lane 5, representing Worksup, Raymond Dolby Rose. In lane 6, representing Hinkley, Sebastian Casey. In lane 7, representing Repton, Dominic Bartoletti. In lane 8, representing Leicester Penguins, Gabriel Corbett. This is the Open Male 14 years 50 meters freestyle final. Austin Manley, one of the fastest swimmers that we will see at these championships. 25.12 for the Repton athlete. He has already completed the first 25 meters. I would be surprised if anyone can come close to him here. Over a second on a 50 to lead by is quite some margin. There's just 5 left for him to swim. Second and third, very close, but Manley takes the gold comprehensively. 25.11, exactly 100th faster than his heat swim. Raymond Dolby Rose second, Lorenzio Cholan third.
Thank you, Simmons. Please leave the pool by the sides. Thank you.
Please welcome the athletes for the Open Male 15 years 50 meters freestyle final. In lane 1, representing Repton, Miles Willits. In lane 2, representing Repton, Ruben Hubinger. In lane 3, representing Grantham, Benjamin Roberts. In lane 4, representing Corby, Ethan Soppit-Moss. In lane 5, representing Repton, Joe Helps. In lane 6, representing Derby XL, Zachary Drayson. In lane 7, representing Worksup, Charlie Wheeler-Kay. And in lane 8, representing Radford, Finley O'Neill. This is the Open Male 15 years 50 meters freestyle final. Once again, Ethan Soppit-Moss, he leads this final by almost a full second. 24.80 for the swimmer from Corby. Joe Helps of Repton, 25.5 in the heats. 15 left to swim. It looks good for Sopimos in the centre. He has just 5 meters left to swim here. Can he go under the time that he went in qualifying? 24.80. He's just gone 24.57, so yes, he can. Ben Roberts takes silver. Joe Helps picks up the bronze.
Thank you, sirs. Please clear the pool by the sides.
Please welcome the athletes for the Open Male 16 years, 50 meters freestyle final in lane 1, representing Repton, Charlie Jeans. In lane 2, representing Works Up, Harry Pyatt. In lane 3, representing Rushton, Mario Vasconcelos Blanche. In lane 4, representing the city of Lincoln Pentaqua, Ewan Cox. In lane 5, representing Repton, Martin Iankov. In lane 6, representing Works Up, David Bucher. In lane 7, representing Bassett Law, Lane Keyworth. And in lane 8, representing Sutton, Jared Collins. This is the Open Male 16 years, 50 meters freestyle final. Well, after 2 finals that had seconds in between the 2 fastest qualifiers, we now see one with only 4 100ths. Ewan Cox and Martin Iankov barely separated in qualifying. With just 15 meters left to swim, though, Ewan Cox of the city of Lincoln Pentaqua looks very strong in the center. He is coming under pressure from Martin Iankov, but Cox should do enough. He does. Ewan Cox, 24.62 is the time to 24.82. He takes it by 0.2 of a second. Please welcome the athletes for the Open Male 17 years and over 50 meters freestyle final. In lane 1, representing Loughborough University, Thomas Exel. In lane 2, representing Derby Excel, Tom Truman. In lane 3, representing Loughborough, Adam Metcalf. In lane 4, representing Loughborough University, Luke Tunstall. In lane 5, representing the city of Leicester, Jacob Mills. In lane 6, representing Loughborough University, Daniel Genkus. In lane 7, representing Loughborough University, Harry Robinson. And in lane 8, representing Loughborough University, Ben Blowers. This is the Open Male 17 years and over 50 meters freestyle final. A late withdrawal in lane 4 leaves Jacob Mills the fastest through, 23.62. Next to Metcalf's 23.91. This is up for grabs from anyone, from anywhere. 10 meters left to swim here. Lane 5 is ahead, but lane 1 is having a great swim on the far side. Into the wall we go. It is 5 Jacob Mills who seemed to take the touch. It was absolutely 23.30 for Mills. Harry Robinson down in lane 7 took silver. Bronze goes to Adam Metcalf.
Thank you, sirs. Please take the pool by the side.
Please welcome the athletes for the female 11-12 years 200 meters backstroke final. In lane 1, representing Nova Centurion, Effie Chapman. In lane 2, representing Derby Excel, Kira Parker. In lane 3, representing Repton, Elsie Hatton. In lane 4, representing Bassett Law, Imogen Howitt. In lane 5, representing Nova Centurion, Martha Manson. In lane 6, representing Lincoln Vulcans, Emily Talks. In lane 7, representing Belper Marlin, Ava Carter. And in lane 8, representing Northampton, Alyssa Giroud. This is the female 11-12 years 200 meters backstroke final. Well, after 12 very quick finals, all of which were 50 meters in length, we now move on to 12 finals of 200 meters each, starting with this, the female 11-12 years, 200 meters backstroke. Imogen Howitt, the fastest qualifier. 2:36.31 was her qualifying time earlier today. 2:36.90 for Martha Manson to come second to her and get her spot in lane 5. So not a huge difference between the two swimmers. Certainly not looking at one to be miles ahead of another, and you can see already 3 swimmers starting to pull ahead of the rest of this field. 3, 4 and 5 look set on taking gold, silver and bronze. Something you'll regularly see a number of swimmers pulling away from the rest of the pack. In this case, 3 swimmers, 3 medals. Just a matter of which goes to who. Lane 5, Martha Manson, the first to the wall, 1:14.64 at halfway. She now leads by a body length or so. Could certainly be caught by various people though. So not out of the woods by any stretch of the imagination so far. Very interesting to see Elsie Hatton in 3 going with the 2 leaders, considering her time was some 2 seconds slower in the heats. Didn't put her off at all in the early stages of this final, however. Continues to be Martha Manson leading. 1:54.79 on that turn. 1:57.55 for Elsie Hatton to turn second from lane 3. And she's starting to come back now. So just over 25 meters left to swim. Martha Manson still looks good in lane 5. Surely she is going to be crowned regional champion here. The silver and the bronze, quite the fight going on between lanes 3 and 4. But into the final 5, this is going to be Martha Manson that takes the gold medal and her first of the evening. 2:34 flat for Martha Manson. Well, it's 2 seconds faster than 2 seconds than she swam earlier today. Elsie Hatton takes the silver and Imogen Howitt picks up the bronze medal.
Thank you, swimmers. Please leave the pool by the sides. Thank you.
Please welcome the athletes for the female 13 years, 200 meters backstroke final. In lane 1, representing Colville, Megan Blair. In lane 2, representing Nova Centurion, Isabel Tagg. In lane 3, representing Louth, Maisie Matthews. In lane 4, representing the City of Leicester, Holly Gent. In lane 5, representing Nova Centurion, Sean Headley. In lane 6, representing Repton, Isabel Cameron. In lane 7, representing Repton, Isabella Parsons-Loads. And in lane 8, representing Repton, Idina Grimes. This is the female 13 years, 200 meters backstroke final. Holly Gent goes in fastest on this second 200 meter backstroke final. 2:33.47 for the swimmer from the City of Leicester. Sean Headley, 2:34.81. So we are looking at a difference of over a second between those two. We saw a healthy lead get eaten up though by 2 seconds in the previous final, so certainly anything could be on the cards here, and lane 3 is in the lead as things stand. Maisie Matthews of Louth swimming well. next to Holly Gent of the City of Leicester. These two are going to turn at very similar times at the halfway stage. Gent is over first, 1:13.82 to 1:14.17 for Maisie Matthews. 0.3 of a second between the two swimmers, with 100 still left to swim. You can see lane 5 starting to come through now. Sian Headley of Nova Centurion trying to secure her spot in second place. Of course, backstroke, remember, the swimmers are going to have far less of an idea of where the other competitors are. .25 left to swim. Holly Gent still continues to lead. Second remains Maisie Matthews, 1:52.5 to 1:54.4. That lead for Gent has opened up to almost 2 full seconds. Surely Maisie Matthews can't pull this back in the final 50. 25 left to go then before the City of Leicester take the medal on this race. Holly Gent went 2:33.47 in qualifying to make this final in the primary spot. What time is she able to go here this evening? It's going to be quicker than that, and that's for sure. Holly Gent goes 2:31.02 to get a gold medal. Sian Headley has a great last 50. She takes silver in 2:33.12, and then 2:33.76 for Maisie Matthews to pick up bronze.
Thank you, swimmers. Please clear the pool by the sides. Thank you, swimmers. Out again.
Please welcome the athletes for the female 14 years 200 meters backstroke final. In lane 1, representing Colville, Bethany Henson. In lane 2, representing Chesterfield, Daisy Tatlow-Turner. In lane 3, representing Repton, Annabelle Blackbird. In lane 4, representing Repton, Lydia Cordell. In lane 5, representing the City of Leicester, Janie Finch. In lane 6, representing Repton, Olivia McCall. In lane 7, representing Northampton, Maddie Walden. And in lane 8, representing Derby Excel, Amelie Ratliff. This is the female 14 years 200 meters backstroke final. Lydia Cordell, the fastest seed into this final by 8 seconds. She is quite the phenomenon. Goes head-to-head with Janie Finch. 2:19.87 for Cordell, 2:27.58 for Janie Finch. This is going to be another regional gold medal for Lydia Cordell here, surely. Closing down an 8-second gap would be a huge ask. Halfway turn, Cordell leads by over 5 meters, 1:08.19 for Cordell, 1:12.36 for Janie Finch. And clear water now between the Repton swimmer in the centre and the City of Leicester swimmer in lane 5. Cordell, a swimmer that we have watched time and time again in the East Midlands and on the national stage as well, competing at the Olympic trials back at the start of this month. And if my memory serves me correctly, doing pretty well there as well. Swam, I think it was the 400 IM on an outside lane in one of the heats. Fantastic swim, managed to win it from lane 8 or 9. She leads now by some 10 meters over the rest of the pool. This is absolutely going to be Lydia Cordell for the win. It's just her against the clock here. Cordell went 2:19.87 in the heat. She's going to smash through that here in the final tonight. She goes a time of 2:19.16 to finish first on that final. She takes the gold medal, her first of the night. Second comes from lane 5, Jenny Finch, 2:30.12. Third is Annabelle Blackbird, 2:33.05. Still just lane 8 coming through, Emily Ratliff, and then we'll have that final completed.
Thank you, swimmers. Please clear the pool by the sides. Thank you.
Please welcome the athletes for the female 15 years, 200 meters backstroke final. In lane 1, representing Leicester Sharks, Zoe Ellis. In lane 2, representing the City of Leicester, Jessica Oxley. In lane 3, representing Nova Centurion, Aurelia Wawa. In lane 4, representing Nova Centurion, Lily Rose Carr. In lane 5, representing Northampton, Phoebe Adams. In lane 6, representing Chesterfield, Amelia Denham. In lane 7, representing Carlton Forum, Abby Turnbull. And in lane 8, representing Nova Centurion, Libby Cooper. This is the female 15 years, 200 meters backstroke final. This race considerably closer than the last on paper. Lily Rose Carr 2:26.08 to Phoebe Adams 2:26.78. So 7/10 of a second between the Nova and Northampton athletes in the two centre lanes. 34.28 for Carr to turn first in lane 4. Amelia Denham turned well there also. Lane 3 going side by side currently. Aurelia Wawa and Lily Rose Carr seem to be leading as the swimmers pass in front of me. First turn. Well, lane 5 got her feet on the wall there first. Phoebe Adams did turn 1:11.40 to 1:11.41, so registered was Carr over first. And now we have a very interesting race indeed. Phoebe Adams going for gold. Amelia Denham in lane 6. She went 2:28.64, so over 2 seconds behind the fastest seed here. Yet she is in contention certainly for a silver or bronze medal. Remember, of course, lane 6 will be seeded 4th, will be expected to just miss out. And now 4 girls, 5 girls possibly, head for home. Only 3 medals to share between them. 25 left to swim. And the race between Lily Rose Carr in 4, Phoebe Adams in 5, particularly hotting up now. Adams of Northampton does have the lead as they come towards the 5-meter backstroke flags. Phoebe Adams is going to take this comfortably in the end by half a body length or so. Into the wall, Adams goes. She's a gold medalist. 2:24.94 for Phoebe Adams. Lily Rose Carr takes second in 2:26 flat, so over a second lead for Adams. Denham picks up the bronze medal for Chesterfield.
Thank you, swimmers. Please leave the pool by the sides. Thank you.
Please welcome the athletes for the female 16 years, 200 meters backstroke final. In lane 1, representing Dronfield, Hebe Spooner. In lane 2, representing Derby XL, Millie King. In lane 3, representing the City of Leicester, Darcy Platts. In lane 4, representing Derby XL, Anna Tyers. In lane 5, representing Repton, Erin Gent. In lane 6, representing Louth, Evie Dickinson. In lane 7, representing Leicester Sharks, Julia Joswiak. And in lane 8, representing Derby XL, Abby Tunnicliffe. This is the female 16 years, 200 meters backstroke final. Spooner, King, Platts, Tyers, Gent, Dickinson, Joswiak and Tunnicliffe, the 8 athletes on this 16 years 200 meter backstroke final. This and one more to come in this event. Anna Tyers went 2:23.70 to qualify in this final in the fastest lane. 2:25.57 for Erin Gent in lane 5. But Darcy Platts of the City of Leicester swimming well also in lane 3 currently. And worth mentioning as well, Lydia Caudle from a couple of finals back went 2:19.1 to win that final in the 14 years. This 16 years final is likely to be won in a time quite a way slower than that swim. It is lane 5, Erin Gent, who has the lead at the moment, 1:10.58 for Gent. Can she challenge Anna Tyers of Derby XL all the way through this 200 backstroke though? One more turn to come. It is now the fastest seed in the lead, Anna Tyers. 2:23.70, remember, was her time in qualifying. She's just gone 1:48.28 to feet, next to a 1:48.38, so hardly anything between the two swimmers on that turn. Now just 15 meters left to swim, and you can see Anna Tyers going from strength to strength in the center of the pool. She is going to take the touch. She is going to be regional champion by over a body length. It is Anna Tyers who takes gold, 2:22.99, going well underneath her heat swim. Darcy Platts second, 2:24.99, exactly 2 seconds behind. Erin Gent picks up the bronze.
Thank you, swimmers. Please leave the pool by the sides. Thank you, swimmers.
Please welcome the athletes for the female 17 years and over 200 meters backstroke final. In lane 1, representing Leicester Sharks, Sarah Dew. In lane 2, representing Northampton, Amelia Chescheek. In lane 3, representing Repton, Holly Robinson. In lane 4, representing Loughborough University, Isabel Buist. In lane 5, representing Chesterfield, Annabelle Wilkinson. In lane 6, representing the University of Nottingham, Madeline Soper. In lane 7, representing Repton, Olivia Han. And in lane 8, representing Nova Centurion, Rose Dickerson. This is the female 17 years and over 200 meters backstroke final. This one only has 0.32 of a second in it. Isabel Boyst of Loughborough University, 20 years of age, next to Annabelle Wilkinson of Chesterfield, aged 19. 2:19.99 for Boyst, 2:20.31 for Wilkinson. (32.46) for Wilkinson to turn first from lane 5. 32.97 for Boyce to turn second. And already we have a race on our hands here. Keep in mind, the fastest time we've seen to date is still that time from the 14 years final. 2:19.1 for Lydia Cordell. Doesn't actually matter whether these swimmers go underneath it in terms of awards and rankings, because although we do award a senior champion and a junior champion, it is senior rather than open. And therefore categorized by the 15 and over marker. Well, lane 5 coming to her own. Annabelle Wilkinson is going to lead into this final turn by quite some way. Can she hold this pace through the last 50 though? Lanes 4 and 3 turn together. Boyst and Robinson of Loughborough Union Repton. Now just 25 metres left to swim. Wilkinson going from strength to strength in 5. She's going to be crowned regional champion here, surely. Last 15, and Annabelle Wilkinson looks really comfortable here. She comes into the final 5 metres. She's going to take a regional gold medal here at Moorways. The time on the board for her is 2:17.70. Second is Holly Robinson. Boyst takes third. That means that Cordell, at age 14, will be ranked second at these championships across this event.
Thank you, swimmers. Please leave the pool by the sides. Thank you.
Please welcome the athletes for the open male 11-12 years 200 metres butterfly final. In lane 1, representing Nova Centurion, Ellis Millington. In lane 2, representing Northampton, Oscar Venn. In lane 3, representing the City of Leicester, Mason Trainer. In lane 4, representing the City of Leicester, George Howard. In lane 5, representing the City of Leicester, Maxwell Burdett. In lane 6, representing Nova Centurion, Harry Callahan Wetton. In lane 7, representing Lincoln Vulcan, Stanley Furlow. And in lane 8, representing Deepings, Oliver Clark. This is the open male 11-12 years 200 metres butterfly final. And from 200 back to 200 butterfly, George Howard of the City of Leicester is fastest through. In fact, the top 3 swimmers in the 11-12 years age category, all from the City of Leicester, clearly producing some good young 200-metre butterfly swimmers. 34.0 for George Howard in 4 to 35.3 for Maxwell Burdett in 5. And these 3 teammates will each want to compete against one another almost more than they will want to compete against the rest of this field. The likelihood is it will be a City of Leicester 1-2-3. Burdett hanging on to Howard, and these two are going to turn pretty much together at the halfway mark. Lane 5 is over first. Maxwell Burdett, he turns in 1:15.30 to 1:15.9 for Howard, so over half a second between the two on the turn. Lanes 4 and 5 well ahead of the rest of the field here. .75 left to swim. Burdett looks good, but can he hold this all the way through? I think everyone has seen that infamous online clip of a swimmer racing 200 fly, goes out really, really hard, doesn't have anything to come back on. So important that you get the pacing correct on a 200-meter butterfly race. It is still Maxwell Burdett in the lead, 156.54 to 158.3 for George Howard. Just under 2 seconds between the two teammates. Well, we know where the gold and silver are going to come from. The bronze is between three swimmers at the moment, but gold and silver still up for debate. 15 left to swim. This looks good for lane 5. Maxwell Burdett was second fastest in the heats, but that doesn't matter here this evening because coming into the wall, he is the regional champion in the final. Maxwell Burdett takes the gold medal. 2:36.93 for the City of Leicester swimmer. George Howard picks up silver for the City of Leicester team. And then over in lane 3, Mason Trainer comes through and he makes it a City of Leicester 1-2-3 in the 200 fly. It's 2:53.89 for Mason Trainer. So Burdett first, Howard second, Trainer third, and then a huge well done to all the swimmers in that final.
Thanks, swimmers. Please clear the pool by the sides. Thank you. And you get three swimmers.
Please welcome the athletes for the open male 13 years 200 meters butterfly final. In lane 1, representing Lincoln Vulcans, James Huckle. In lane 2, representing Lincoln Vulcans, Robbie Duff. In lane 3, representing the City of Leicester, Jackson Crabb. In lane 4, representing the City of Leicester, Case Al-Hajazi. In lane 5, representing Bassett Law, Noah Jusner. In lane 6, representing Repton, Arlo Hems-Gilson. In lane 7, representing Derby XL, Tyler Shaw. And in lane 8, representing Long Eaton, Thomas Pope. This is the open male 13 years 200 meters butterfly final. Case Al-Hajazi, the fastest swimmer through in this morning's heats of the 200 fly, 2:31.99. Again, City of Leicester on top with young 200-meter butterfly swimmers. It isn't Al-Jahazi who takes the halfway turn, though. 1:11.36 for Jusnup of Bassett Law. Can he keep this up the whole way through? Jusnup went 2:35.20. Some 2 seconds behind Al-Jahazi. But Jusnup seems to have known exactly what he needs to do in order to get a good lane in the final. And then show us what he's got here in the evening session. Massively important that athletes can perform well in the heats and then repeat that performance in a final. You can see, though, Al-Jahazi coming through fast on this final 25 meters. The City of Leicester swimmer is really going for this now. 25 left to swim. Al Jahazi looks like he might have taken the lead here. It's been due snap, or it was due snap, for the first 150 meters. Qais Al Jahazi of the City of Leicester has done this entirely on the final 50. He's going to take gold for City of Leicester. That is their 4th medal in this 200 fly already, and we're only on the 2nd final. Al Jahazi is the gold medalist. Noah Jusnup takes 2nd. He'll pick up a silver. Jackson Crabb takes bronze again for the City of Leicester. And the last few athletes just come through. Thomas Pope finishes 4th from lane 8. That's got to be a good swim from him. He finished 2:48.10. Wow, that is 8 seconds faster than his heat swim. And lane 1 just coming through now also. Please welcome the athletes for the Open Male 14 years 200 meters butterfly final. In lane 1, representing the City of Lincoln Pentaqua, Daniel Hebblestone. In lane 2, representing Bassett Law, Jacob Harness. In lane 3, representing the City of Leicester, William Oxley. In lane 4, representing Chesterfield, Alex Bates. In lane 5, representing the City of Leicester, Freddie Burdett. In lane 6, representing the City of Leicester, Harry Lucas. In lane 7, representing South Links, Aaron Sadler. And in lane 8, representing Bassett Law, Corey Butterall Quambra. This is the Open Male 14 years 200 meters butterfly final. Well, so far, these 200 fly finals have been interesting to say the least. In both cases, the fastest seeded swimmer did not lead, but did come through and win the final. This time, the fastest seeded swimmer is not hanging about. Lane 4, Alex Bates of Chesterfield went 2:23.46 to qualify in lane 4. That was only just over a second faster than Freddie Burdett. At halfway, he leads by 3 seconds. 1:04.25 to Bates, 1:07.28 to Burdett. And now a battle going on for the silver and bronze medals. It seems unlikely that Alex Bates of Chesterfield can get caught, but I've felt that way in both of the previous finals, and yet was proven wrong. 1 length left to swim of this 200 fly final. Continues to be Alex Bates of Chesterfield with the lead, 1:41.13 to 1:43.77. So the lead a little smaller than it was at the 100-meter mark, but it still looks really comfortable for Alex Bates in the center. Surely he is going to be able to take a regional gold medal here this evening at Moorways Sports Village Derby. Continues to be clear water between Bates and Burdett, and then clear water between Burdett and Lucas. It is Alex Bates of Chesterfield that takes the gold medal, 2:17.72 for Bates. Freddie Burdett second, 2:21.11 for him. And then Harry Lucas takes the bronze, 2:27.11. Exactly 6 seconds between second and third.
Thank you, swimmers. Please leave the pool by the sides. Thank you.
The improvement there on Bates' swim from heats to final, simply fantastic. This is the Open Male 15 years, 200 metres butterfly final. In lane 1, representing Nottingham Leander, Eddie Barron. In lane 2, representing Derby XL, Jacob Pemberton. In lane 3, representing Nova Centurion, Joel Harvey. In lane 4, representing Dronfield, Henry Jones. In lane 5, representing Northampton, Jack Hurry. In lane 6, representing Grantham, Jacob Fish. In lane 7, representing Nova Centurion, Joseph Sterland. And in lane 8, representing Nova Centurion, Zach Heidel. This is the Open Male 15 years, 200 metres butterfly final. This is the first race out of these 200 fly finals so far tonight, where we have seen less than a second at play. 2:21.7 for Henry Jones, 2:22.3 for Jack Hurry, and then 2:22.5 for Joel Harvey. If this final is anything like the heats were, it's going to be very, very close indeed. That said, we just saw the winner of the previous final. Shave 6 seconds off the time they saw him in the heat, so maybe the heats are not all to go by. Jack Hurry is the leader at the halfway stage. 1:05.15 for the Northampton athlete to turn first. 1:06.71 for Henry Jones, so over a second between the two. But we've seen this play out a couple of times so far tonight. The second fastest swimmer has been first to halfway, has been first even to the 150 metre mark, and then has fallen back. So can Jack Hurry hold on and claim a regional gold medal here tonight? 50 metres left to swim for Jack Hurry. He continues to lead. 1:42.22 is his turn time at the top end. 1:44.0 for Joel Harvey in lane 3. He's now in second place. And Jack Hurry showing no signs of slowing down. Lanes 3 and 4. Joel Harvey and Henry Jones doing all they can to close the gap. They're fighting for silver and bronze now. We know that the gold is going to come from Northampton's Jack Hurry. He comes into the final 5. Hurry takes gold in 2:16.31. Well, he's shaved a huge chunk of time off his heat swim. Second came from Joel Harvey, 2:21.17. And it wasn't far off Henry Jones. 2:21.50 for him to take third.
Thank you, swimmers. To the pool by the side. Thank you.
Please welcome the athletes for the Open Male 16 years 200 metres butterfly final. In lane 1, representing Works Up, David Bucher. In lane 2, representing Repton, Martin Iankov. In lane 3, representing Northampton, Jack Bignell. In lane 4, representing Northampton, Eden Rowe. In lane 5, representing South Links, Oscar Goldsmith. In lane 6, representing Nova Centurion, Lucas Granville. In lane 7, representing Nova Centurion, William Swindlehurst. And in lane 8, representing Deepings, Jacob Breers. This is the Open Male 16 years 200 metres butterfly final. Eden Rowe, the favourite on this 200 fly. Next to him, Jack Bignell, his teammate. Rowe swam this event at the Olympic trials back in early April. Went 2:13 flat there. That's slower than he went in the heat, so 2:12.70 would have been a good time for Eden Rowe earlier today. Jack Bignell putting him under pressure to his left-hand side, but this is going to be Eden Rowe's race here, surely. He had 4 seconds clear in the heats. He's not going to have a full 4 seconds clear in this final tonight, but he is going to take the gold medal quite comfortably. Eden Rowe finishes first, 2:09.44 for him. Well, that's massively quicker than he went this morning, and massively quicker than he went at trials. Jack Bignell second, 2:12.24. Oscar Goldsmith third, 2:15.8. And the two teammates embrace there in the centre of the pool. Fair play to both of them. It's a Northampton 1-2 at the East Midlands Regional Champs.
Thank you, swimmers. Play the pool by the sides. Thank you.
Please welcome the athletes for the Open Male 17 years and over 200 metres butterfly final. In lane 2, representing the City of Leicester, George Moore. In lane 3, representing Loughborough University, Sean McCann. In lane 4, representing Loughborough University, Ruben Robotham Keating. In lane 5, representing Loughborough University, Rico Bridgman. In lane 6, representing Loughborough University, Ben Harrison. And in lane 7, representing Corby, Sam Cook. This is the Open Male 17 years and over 200 metres butterfly final. Well, Ruben Robotham Keating had a fantastic swim this morning on this 200 fly. Went 2:02.68 when he swam this race at Olympic trials. He went almost 2 seconds slower, 2:04.5 at that important meet. Actually, if he'd gone 2:02.6 there, he would have been second fastest into the B final. Robotham Keating on a mission in the centre. He leads with clear water between him and the rest of the field at the halfway mark. Robotham Keating turns 57.89, over 2 seconds clear of his teammate Rico Bridgman. And a huge Loughborough University representation in this final. The 4 fastest qualifiers, all representing Loughborough Uni. Robotham Keating continues to lead, 1:29.89 for the Loughborough swimmer. Second now, Ben Harrison in lane 6. And Ruben Robotham Keating has just 25 metres left to swim here in this final. 17 years and over final of the 200 metres butterfly. It is going to be Ruben Robotham Keating. It is just him against the clock here. 2:02.68 was the time he went in the heats. What does he go in the final? It's not going to be far off that. It is 2:02.50, so it's faster again. Second, Ben Harrison, 2:04.55. Sean McCann third.
Thank you, swimmers. Please leave the pool by the sides. Thank you.
But certainly a good day at the office for Ruben Robotham Keating. Please welcome the athletes for the female 11-12 years 100 metres freestyle final. In lane 1, representing Repton, Evelyn Sesbo. In lane 2, representing Belper Marlin, Ava Carter. In lane 3, representing Repton, Elsie Hatton. In lane 4, representing Lincoln Vulcans, Emily Talks. In lane 5, representing Bassett Law, Imogen Howitt. In lane 6, representing Nova Centurion, Martha Manson. In lane 7, representing Nova Centurion, Effort Chapman. And in lane 8, representing Corby, Philippa Cutmore. This is the female 11-12 years, 100 meters freestyle final. This and then 11 more finals left this evening. The female 11-12 years 100 meter freestyle final is away. Less than half a second between Torks and Howitt in qualifying this morning. 105.06 for Emily Torks, 105.50 for Imogen Howitt. It is lane 4 over first, only just though, 31.05 for Torks to 31.48 for Howitt. Torks has her work cut out if she wants to be crowned regional champion on the 100 freestyle. 25 left to swim, and great to hear the support here in the pool in Derby behind these swimmers. It is going to be lane 4. Emily Torks is a body length ahead of the rest of the field. Silver and bronze very much up for grabs, but Torks takes the gold medal for Vulcans, 103.75. It is a good chunk faster than she went in the heats.
Thank you, Simmons. Please clear the pool by the side.
Punches the air in celebration. You can see what that meant to her. Imogen Howitt got second, Ava Carter third. Please welcome the athletes for the female 13 years 100 meters freestyle final. In lane 1, representing Louth, Maisie Matthews. In lane 2, representing Chesterfield, Cairo Winter. In lane 3, representing Repton, Isabella Parsons-Loads. In lane 4, representing Derby Excel, Olivia Mayle. In lane 5, representing the City of Leicester, Holly Gents. In lane 6, representing Corby, Melande Badenhorst. In lane 7, representing Belper Marlin, Isla Johnson. And in lane 8, representing Nova Centurion, Sean Hendley. This is the female 13 years, 100 meters freestyle final. Well, the last race wasn't particularly tight, won by over a body length, despite the fact that there was less than half a second between the two swimmers. On this one, almost a full second separated Olivia Mayle and Holly Gent from one another. We've already seen them go head-to-head on the 200 backstroke. Holly Gent took the gold medal there. And now she goes again for her second of the night. Olivia Mayle in the lead though, and has a body length on Holly Gent. It looks really strong for Olivia Mayle in the centre. Lane 7 going very well here indeed. Isla Johnson of Belper Marlin is going to be in the medals, but it will be lane 4 and Olivia Mayle that takes gold. 101.08 for Olivia Mayle, 101.9 for Holly Gent to take second. Isla Johnson picks up bronze.
Thank you, Simmons. Please clear the pool by the side. Thank you.
Please welcome the athletes for the female 14 years 100 meters freestyle final. In lane 1, representing Chesterfield, Lily Grace Belfield. In lane 2, representing Northampton, Maddie Walden. In lane 3, representing Nottingham Leander, Mayo Al Mohammed. In lane 4, representing Repton, Lydia Cordell. In lane 5, representing Repton, Olivia McCall. In lane 6, representing Northampton, Orna Lett. In lane 7, representing Loughborough, Catherine Yates. And in lane 8, representing Repton, Maisie Simpson-Dawson. This is the female 14 years 100 meters freestyle final. Lydia Cordell in the pool again. And Lydia Cordell likes to do one thing when she's in the water, and that is win, don't we all? 58.96. She is the only athlete here to go sub-minute in qualifying. She is first to the 50-meter mark, 28.48 at the top end to 29.1 for Olivia McCall. And now you can see Cordell starting to lead. Has only just finished the 200 backstroke, of course, remember though. Lane 3 swimming well alongside. Maya Al-Mohammed is hot on the heels of Lydia Cordell. Olivia McCall also on those feet, but it will be Cordell that takes the win. 58.57 for Lydia Cordell. Olivia McCall takes second, and Maya Al-Mohammed picks up the bronze medal.
Thank you, swimmers. Please leave the pool by the side. Thank you.
2 for 2 for Cordell on the 14 years 100 free final. Please welcome the athletes for the female 15 years 100 meters freestyle final. In lane 1, representing South Links, Hannah Bruce. In lane 2, representing the City of Leicester, Anna Clark. In lane 3, representing Derby XL, Miley Aram. In lane 4, representing Repton, Elodie Piercy. In lane 5, representing the City of Leicester, Kiara Rida. In lane 6, representing Bassett Law, Evie Lilly. In lane 7, representing Northampton, Phoebe Adams. And in lane 8, representing Chesterfield, Amelia Denham. This is the female 15 years 100 meters freestyle final. Nobody in this 15 years final went underneath the minute mark in the heats. 101.05 for Elodie Piercy to get that centre lane. Almost half a second clear of Kiara Rida in lane 5. It is Piercy over first at the top end. She turned in 29.08. Phoebe Adams down in lane 7 was the winner on the 200 backstroke. In last place at the moment, but quite difficult to have raced a 200 backstroke, get straight in and race the 100-meter freestyle sprint. It is going to come from the center here. Lane 4 looking very strong. A body length on Kiara Rida. Elodie Piercy takes the touch in 59.88. Second to the wall, Kiara Rida, 1 minute 9.1, 101.48 for Miley Aram to round off your top 3. Please welcome the athletes for the female 16 years 100 meters freestyle final. In lane 1, representing Lauf, Erin Ingham. In lane 2, representing Nova Centurion, Yannick Fung. In lane 3, representing the City of Leicester, Alyssa Lowe. In lane 4, representing Derby XL, Anna Tyus. In lane 5, representing Repton, Mably Collier. In lane 6, representing Repton, Fenella Woodis. In lane 7, representing Nova Centurion, Olivia Beard. And in lane 8, representing Repton, Erin Gent. This is the female 16 years 100 meters freestyle final. Tyers, the only athlete here who went underneath the minute marker, 59.61 for the Derby XL swimmer. Can she take another medal here this evening? She's already taken gold in the 200 backstroke only minutes ago. But look at this from lane 6. Fenella Woodis of Repton having a very good swim on the outside. Down in lane 6, qualified 4th fastest from the heats, but Fenella Woodis looks really, really strong from 6. It is going to be Woodis with the win. She takes it on the outside, 59.01, and it's a joint silver. Anna Tyers and Mably Collier join for second place, 59.59 each.
Thank you, sir. Please leave the pool by the sides. Thank you.
Well, what an interesting final that was. And to follow it up, the female 17 years and over 100 meters freestyle final. In lane 2, representing Repton, Hannah Hodgkiss. In lane 3, representing Loughborough University, Emma Croker. In lane 4, representing Loughborough University, Sophie de Groot. In lane 5, representing the City of Lincoln Pentaqua, Alexandra Bulett. In lane 6, representing Loughborough University, Scarlett Orchard. And in lane 7, representing Corby, Grace Wingham. This is the female 17 years and over 100 meters freestyle final. Sophie de Groot went 56.76 in the heats here. What will she do in the final tonight? That put her almost 2 seconds faster than Alexandra Bulett. First to turn is lane 4. 27.68 for Sophie de Groot of Loughborough University. She does have lane 3 coming alongside her. Teammate Emma Croker pushing her through this final 50 meters. Surely de Groot is going to take the win on this. Croker really going for it though on the far side. 5 left to swim, and Sophie de Groot does lead as we come into the wall. It will be Sophie de Groot who is crowned regional champion. 57.19 for the Loughborough Uni swimmer. Emma Croker takes second. Alexandra Bulett picks up the bronze medal. 6 to go. Please welcome the athletes to the Open Male 11-12 years 100 meters breaststroke final. In lane 1, representing Etwall, Braden Lee. In lane 2, representing Nova Centurion, Igor Golubs. In lane 3, representing Nova Centurion, Amit Yesil. In lane 4, representing Repton, Stephen Ionkov. In lane 5, representing the City of Lincoln Pentaqua, Cole Cooper. In lane 6, representing Nova Centurion, Joshua Crofts. In lane 7, representing South Links, Francesco Monaco. And in lane 8, representing the City of Leicester, Kevin Varga. This is the Open Male 11-12 years 100 meters breaststroke final. Well, Stephen Ionkov won one of the first finals of the night. 50 freestyle final. He took in this age category 29.44. He went in that. He is now in the lead and set to take his second gold medal of the evening. Well ahead of the rest of this field already. Lane 7 looking strong on the outside. Could be in with a chance of getting a medal despite qualifying in 6th position. Continues to be Ionkov of Repton in the centre though, who has the lead. 125.0 on paper Being put under some pressure by Cole Cooper in lane 5, though. Cooper coming through on the final few meters. Can Iankov get the touch? Yes, he can. Iankov wins 125.83 for the Repton swimmer. Cole Cooper 126.1 to take second. Francesco Monaco takes third.
Thank you, sir. Please clear the pool by the sides. Thank you very much.
Please welcome the athletes for the Open Male 13 years 100 meters breaststroke final. In lane 1, representing Corby, Jacob Sidluck. In lane 2, representing Nova Centurion, James Stickley. In lane 3, representing the City of Lincoln Pentaqua, Finley Rowding. In lane 4, representing Belper Marlin, Toby Drayson. In lane 5, representing Nova Centurion, Theo Gillam. In lane 6, representing Chesterfield, Oscar Stevens. In lane 7, representing Louth, Henry Mason Smith. And in lane 8, representing Deepings, Noah Skinner. This is the Open Male 13 years 100 meters breaststroke final. Four-tenths of a second between Drayson and Gillam in the heats this afternoon. Who will end up the better of the two in the final? Or could it come from elsewhere? We've seen a couple of finals do that. It is lane 5 first to the wall, or it seems to be from where I'm standing. 38.06 for Drayson. He was first from 4. Gillam in 5, 38.17, so hardly anything between the two. And now just 25 meters left to swim. All to swim for all the athletes in this final. Drayson increasing his rate down this final 50, pulling ahead of the rest of the field, but Gillam not letting him go just yet. Last 5 to swim. This is going to come from Toby Drayson of Belper Marlin. Into the final 5 he goes. He takes the gold medal for Belper Marlin. 119.13 for Drayson to take gold. Gillam takes silver in 119.87. 121.16 for Finley Rowding.
Thank you, sirs. Please leave the pool by the sides. Thank you.
Please welcome the athletes for the Open Male 14 years 100 meters breaststroke final. In lane 1, representing the City of Lincoln Pentaqua, Riley Hamer. In lane 2, representing Worksup, Raymond Dolby Rose. In lane 3, representing Repton, Austin Manley. In lane 4, representing Derby XL, Eden Saint. In lane 5, representing the City of Leicester, Jack Smith. In lane 6, representing the City of Leicester, Arthur Blacklaws. In lane 7, representing Chesterfield, Hayden Hudson. And in lane 8, representing Bassett Law, Samuel Green. This is the Open Male 14 years 100 meters breaststroke final. This and 3 more finals to follow this evening. Eden Saint, your favourite, and favourite by almost 2 clear seconds. Surely the Derby XL athlete is going to take a regional gold medal in his home pool here this evening. He's out and up quick. He turns first in 33.53. 35.49 for Austin Manley to turn third. 34.80 for Jack Smith to turn second. So over a second already after the 100-meter mark. And Austin Manley going for it now in lane 3. Could Manley challenge Saint across the 100 meters breaststroke? Last 5 to swim. This is going to be Eden Saint surely through the center. The athlete from Derby Excel takes the gold medal in 1:10.96. Second is Austin Manley. Third is Jack Smith. But Saint taking gold for Derby Excel.
Thank you, swimmers. Go to pull by the sides, please. Thank you.
3 more finals to come. This, the first of them, the Open Male 15 years 100 meters breaststroke final. In lane 1, representing Loughborough, Daryl Yeo. In lane 2, representing the City of Lincoln Pentaqua, Morgan Farrar. In lane 3, representing Chesterfield, Joseph Wright. In lane 4, representing Derby Excel, Zachary Drayson. In lane 5, representing Grantham, Zach Hopkinson. In lane 6, representing Corby, Arian Naff. In lane 7, representing Rushton, Finley Underwood. And in lane 8, representing the City of Leicester, Kenny Smith. This is the Open Male 15 years 100 meters breaststroke final. Yeo, Farrar, Wright, Drayson, Hopkinson, Naff, Underwood, and Smith, the 8 finalists in the 15 years 100 meter breaststroke. Late withdrawal from lane 8, so 7 make it through to the final tonight. Less than a 10th of a second, 9 100ths to be exact, between Zachary Drayson and Zach Hopkinson in 4 and 5. 33.89. It was Zach Hopkinson that turned first in 5. Zachary Drayson second in 34 point. And look at this, the 25-meter mark. I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 athletes passing that at the same time. This is going to be one of the closer finals of the evening. Last 10 to swim. Arian Nath looks good in 6. Lane 4 looks well. Zachary Drayson of Derby Excel. It's between Naff and Drayson. Who is going to get regional gold? It is Drayson. Zach Drayson takes it in 1:11.22. 1:11.31 for Arian Nath to take second. 1:11.66 for Zach Hopkinson to take third.
Thank you, sirs. Please leave the pool by the sides. Thank you.
Nath misses gold by 9 100ths of a second. Please welcome the athletes for the Open Male 16 years 100 meters breaststroke final. In lane 1, representing Nova Centurion, Nicholas Sauko Palova. In lane 2, representing Nova Centurion, Harrison Clark. In lane 3, representing Nova Centurion, Max Holland. In lane 4, representing Nova Centurion, Oliver Richmond. In lane 5, representing Nova Centurion, Luke Chambers. In lane 6, representing Rushton, Aman Sethi. In lane 7, representing South Links, Oscar Goldsmith. And in lane 8, representing Dronfield, Harrison Grix White. This is the Open Male 16 years 100 meters breaststroke final. This and then just one more final to come, and you have been fantastic all evening at getting behind each and every one of our wonderful athletes here in the East Midlands. Nova Centurion have a rather large contingent here. Lanes 1 through to 5, all representing the Nottinghamshire swim squad. But it is Aman Sethi, the winner on the 50-meter breaststroke yesterday, who turns first. 31.85. He's first to 50, but we know that he's good over that short distance. Can he hold on now for the 100-meter gold medal? 25 left to swim. Lane 4 coming back thick and fast. That's Oliver Richmond of Nova Centurion. He will be challenging the Rushton athlete. Keep your eye on lane number 2 as well. Harrison Clark of Nova Centurion swimming well. I think Tethy pushed into second now with 5 left to swim. It is going to be Oliver Richmond through the center that takes the gold medal. Nova pick up another gold here this evening. 1:08.64 for Oliver Richmond to knock almost 2 seconds of his heat swim. Second is Aman Tethy. He'll take silver. Third, Harrison Clark.
Thank you, Simmons. Please leave the pool by the sides. Thank you.
Please welcome the athletes for our last final of the evening. This is the Open Male, 17 years and over, 100 meters breaststroke final. In lane 1, representing Derby XL, Jacob Hamblin. In lane 2, representing Belper Marlin, Joshua Pemberton. In lane 3, representing Loughborough University, Ben Harrison. In lane 4, representing Nova Centurion, Tyler Toombs. In lane 5, representing Loughborough University, Luke Ibbison. In lane 6, representing Loughborough University, Mackenzie Cannon. And in lane 7, representing Colby, Caleb O'Brien. This is the Open Male, 17 years and over, 100 meters breaststroke final. This is going to be one of the finals of the weekend. Tyler Toombs and Luke Ibbison have only 0.2 between them based on qualifying swims. Ben Harrison, well, he was only 0.3 off the leader on our heats earlier today. Mackenzie Cannon not far behind either, so we certainly have a race on our hands across this 100 meters breaststroke final. Well, first of 50, incredibly tight to call. 30.34 for Luke Ibbison in lane 5 to turn first. 30.60 for Ben Harrison in lane 3 to turn second. So neither of the two leaders are in the lead at the halfway stage. Lane 3 looks good here. That is Ben Harrison of Loughborough University, the 24-year-old athlete. He looks set to win this event. With 5 left to swim. Lane 6, Mackenzie Cannon looks strong as well. It is going to be lane 3 that takes the touch. Ben Harrison of Loughborough Uni does it. That finish time, 1:03.89. Second came from lane 6, Mackenzie Cannon, 1:04.76. Luke Ibbison picks up the bronze medal.